The level 1 Stone Slammer, let's go! Insane! So we have BFC against Inquisition. We have, for Inquisition today, we have I Am Green, we have Timtastic, Vendetta, we have N Striker, and Lou. And over here for BFC, we have Joe, Goblin Cleaver, Pfizer, Grom, and Russell. First hit going to be coming in, we have Lou swinging on through for Inquisition, going to be coming in with a Sui Lalo. Now, Pfizer knew this was going to be a Sui Lalo, apparently this is what Lou does, so we'll just wait and see what's going on here. But, wait, let me double check. Yeah, we're good. Alright, so we've got a Baby Dragon going to be coming in down from this bottom left-hand side of the base. Couple of loons swinging in as well. They will be able to take care of that Archer Tower. Scattershot is not going to be able to take down that Baby Dragon before it takes down the cannon. We have that King going to be suing in from this 9 o'clock section. He is going to be pushed down by that Wizard. In comes that Queen from behind, and they are going to push themselves in through to this 9 o'clock section. We should be able to get a good chunk of value here. We're also bringing in our third hero, which is going to be that Royal Champion. Headhunter comes in just to mitigate some of that damage away from our King. We pop his ability, and that is going to push our heroes into this compartment. Is the Queen going to step up into that compartment? Yes, she is. She should turn and she should go towards that Expo. We get the nice early poison spell down. We also going to freeze up Grom CC, which was a load of archers, as well as a couple of headhunters in there, which is a smart play coming in there from Lou, making sure we just get rid of all of that potential damage from the headhunters onto our heroes, and we can continue with this Sui coming in from that left hand side. RC unfortunately is going to fall down there to the single target Inferno. Multi-target Inferno not going to be able to do too much work here to our Queen, but that single most certainly is. We're now going to start with our Lalo in from this left hand side of the base, taking quite the risk here with the Stone Slammer coming in from that left hand side. We see the Stone Slammer hit a couple of Sams early on in this attack. We're going to be using the Lalo in towards the Town Hall. We're going to rage it up, and as we hit that 50%, the Town Hall should activate. It does indeed. We're going to see the Eternal Tome just pops at the very last second there. We're going to continue pushing our Lalo through. We do catch the Tornado Trap there. A big chunk of these balloons, though, luckily enough, are able to avoid the tornado in the center of the base. That Scattershot at the bottom section of the base is really the last hope here for Grom on defense, but this is looking very, very good. We even have a swag heal pretty much there at the end. The Stone Slammer, even with a couple of Seeking Air Mines hitting it, is going to survive all the way through here to the end. We swag that CC, and Lou is going to be coming in with a triple to open up this war. A really nice Sui there, grabbed so much of the base, and well, Grom's base gets absolutely annihilated with a beautiful Sui Lalo there from Lou of Inquisition, opening with a bang. 3-star on the board. Let's see if BFC are going to be able to answer. It's going to be Joe hitting with a P.E.K.K.A. Smash to kick off proceedings here. We have I Am Green running what looks to be a Legends League base. I'm sure I've hit this a couple of times in Legends League, so I'm sure Joe is going to know what he is doing. We're going to kick off proceedings. It looks like we're going to be using our Grand Warden to snag that Town Hall. Now, we need that Grand Warden to deal with the Archer Tower. He does so because it was locked onto one of our healers. The Owl is also going to be coming on through here, just helping a little bit with some chain damage. Where's this Grand Warden going? We're just wasting a lot of time right now. We need him to step up towards the Town Hall. We are going to use a Quake, and we're going to rage everything up right there. That hopefully should get us through the Town Hall nice and quickly. Is the Owl going to be able to survive? Unfortunately not. The Owl does just go down, but we secure that Town Hall nice and early on. We can now lure this Grand Warden over to this top section with a couple of P.E.K.K.A.s. The Ice Golem going to be going in there. We create the funnel with our King, and with that Siege Barracks up towards the 12 o'clock section. Unfortunately here for Joe, I think we were ideally looking for the King to actually wander down to this right hand side of the base with that Siege Barracks, but Regardless, we are now going to be pushing right into the core of the base. That tornado trap really nicely placed here for I Am Green. We're going to see it stall up all of our troops. Unfortunately, right as we pop that Eternal Tome ability, which means that Tome is not going to allow these troops to push too much further through the base because they get held up so early on. But we see those Super Wizards still doing a lot of work in behind here. The single target Inferno, luckily they're not going to take down the couple of P.E.K.K.A.s we still have remaining. Looking pretty good at this point here for Joe, but it's this right hand side of the base that I am a little bit worried about. You can see the double jump spell in the core of the base has done a perfect job of allowing our troops, our big heavy hitting troops, those P.E.K.K.A.s and those Super Wizards, to do a huge amount of value. And it was up to the Hog Raiders and the Royal Champion to try and tidy up this right hand side of the base, but it looks like unfortunately they are just going to fall short. The Royal Champion is about to go down. The Queen, even with that unicorn on her, I don't think it's going to last too much longer. We have a big pack of these Super Wizards over towards the left hand side of the base. Our healers being absolutely useless at this point, which is a little unfortunate. Healing up an Ice Golem there in the core of the base. Time potentially could be an issue. We've got a clean up Headhunter over there towards the 3 o'clock section. The Super Wizards should be able to push through these defenses nice and quickly. The Mortar, unfortunately, is going to damage a little chunk there. We need this Queen to get through the wall sooner rather than later. There we go. She finally gets through. The Unicorn is going to bring her back up. 30 seconds left up on the clock. Of all the things for the Queen to pick here, she picks the storage. She's then going to take down the Wizard Tower. As long as we can get through this Archer Tower, I think Joe should have this one in the bag. The Archer Tower is going to go down. 17 seconds left up on the clock. This is going to be tight. Those healers are absolutely completely wasted at this point. 10 seconds left up. A Giant Bomb could be disastrous at this point. 5 seconds left up on the clock. 2 buildings to grab. We get a beautiful split there, and that is by the skin of his teeth. Going to be a triple coming in there from Joe of Brian Fan Club, and they answer INQ with a triple of their own. 3 apiece, and Joe comes in with a really nice hit there to kick off Brian Fan Club's NACC war here. Let's see what Timtastic is going to be coming in with. It is going to be a Lalo, and it looks like it's going to be a Sui Lalo. Only 2 invisibility spells here, so I don't think we're going to be using our invisibility spells here for a Blizzard. Interesting to see Pfizer running the double scatter shot up here. Very tightly packed together. We are... Alright, so we're going to be cloning a couple of blimps. We're going to be cloning our blimp, which ends up being a couple of Yetis here from that top section. They are going to come out. We're going to be able to get some nice value there from those Yetis. Now remember, that was 5 housing space there of spells we just had to commit. We do get a good chunk of value. Hey, Gordy coming in. GG, man. Cheers, man. Coming in with that sub. Much love, man. Alright, so Timtastic does use a cloned and raged Yeti blimp there to kick off this attack. We're going to be seeing that poison spell come in there for the CC troops. It looks like we're going to be trying to push our Queen maybe towards this town hall. We'll just need to wait and see how far she's going to be able to get. We do drop that Ice Golem out in front. We've got our King and our Royal Champion up there at 12 o'clock. Doing a little chunk of work. There's that wall break coming on through, and I do believe this Queen is going to be able to step up and secure that town hall. The King and the RC in combination up there towards the 12 o'clock section, going to break through that wall with the help of the Yak. The Queen's ability is going to get popped off right there, secures that town hall for the first star. And this is looking really, really good right now. The RC does drop her ability, is going to be able to get through that Wizard Tower, then goes ahead and uses the first of our 2 invisibility spells. It looks like trying to push our Royal Champion towards this single or multi-target Inferno, but unfortunately she gets caught right in the middle, and she is going to end up going down to the enemy King. We're going to see our Lalo now be deployed down from this 6 o'clock section very early with that Eternal Tome. It is going to be that multi in the core of the base that we do need to worry about here towards the back end of this attack. 1 haste spell left in hand to try and push us through the multi-target Inferno. Now going to start to do some work. Can we keep this Expo on the left up as well? It looks like we can, and unfortunately we are seeing this Lalo split quite nastily. We're going to freeze up the multi in the core there. We do avoid that single target Inferno. That's not going to cause us too many issues though. We use our last spell, which is that freeze spell on the multi. We get the Grand Warden doing a little bit of damage with the Yak in there as well. Catches a red bomb. I don't think we're going to see this single target Inferno be able to defend the remainder of these balloons, but is there enough time left up on the clock? The Grand Warden catches the remainder of that haste spell. We're going to see that Archer Tower go down there. Clan Castle in the core of the base looking a little bit ominous right now. 15 seconds left up. We get the minions and we get those lava pups down towards the 6 o'clock section. Move on through. Is 10 seconds going to be enough to bring home the triple? The King is the MVP here for Pfizer on defense. The King is going to step up. He holds up those balloons and it's going to be a defense by the skin of his teeth. 97% 2-star on the board. Timtastic had a beautiful Sui there. Maybe just threw in his balloons a little too quickly. And it does end up being a time fail. Pfizer gets the defense. Pfizer is going to be coming in with a Queen Charge drag back here for Brian Fan Club. We know how good Pfizer can be. He used to hit with Hybrid, but now he has moved to these Queen Charge Dragons and Queen Charge Dragon Rider hits. We are going to see a Kokoloon coming in right there. Need to be careful because we do walk this Queen straight into a Tesla farm early on towards this right hand side of the base. We've got 3 Headhunters coming on through, which most certainly are going to need to be used. We're very, very late on that Rage spell. Needs to get the Headhunters to come in. There we go. First Headhunter does come in. That's going to make sure we take down that King and we can avoid popping that Queen ability too early on. We're going to protect our Unicorn as well. Queen is going to continue pushing her way through this right hand side of the base. Already nearly a minute gone on the clock, so I'm sure Pfizer will have that time in the back of his head. Needs to be careful. The Queen was starting to take a little bit of damage there. Maybe could have got away with not using the Rage spell, but not taking any chances. Look at the amount of super wall breakers we use, and he really wanted to try and open up that core compartment, and this feels like it's the same thing happening to Pfizer over and over again. And the last war I streamed for Pfizer, he brought about 5 super wall breakers and the exact same thing happened. He could not get the center compartments opened up, which means unfortunately here, unless this Queen can turn into a super wall breaker herself, we're not going to be able to get through into the core of the base. We rage up the Queen. We get the nice early poison spell down. We're going to see our Eternal Tome go off right there. That's going to hopefully be able to propel this blimp all the way through to the Town Hall. If that blimp catches the tornado, this could be disaster here for Pfizer. He's going to drop a couple of free spells to make sure that blimp gets into the Town Hall, freezing everything up again. We do see the Sweeper unfortunately push our balloons and stuff back, but they do secure that Town Hall for the second star in this war. Is there enough to bring this one home? Single target Inferno in the core is going to go down right there. King's doing a fantastic job cleaning up. Needs to start getting a couple of minions down for these storages. Queen's ability has been swagged this long, but it will need to go off to get her through this scatter shot. The Queen doesn't even need to go to ability. Pfizer's Queen is on something else. And this is looking very, very promising right now for Pfizer. He's going to continue throwing in his cleanup. We see them come in now from the 12 o'clock section as well. But it's going to be this Clan Castle in the core. The Queen is beating her way to the outside. The King cleans up the final structures on the outside. The Queen's going to turn. We can pop her ability. And this is going to be a triple, giving BFC the lead in this war. Pfizer goes ahead, drops that ability. We know that time potentially could be the decider in these wars. So Pfizer making sure he brings in that triple and he doesn't take any chances on time. Very nicely done. And that means after 3 attacks from either side, BFC now sneak into the lead. Pfizer held with a time fail, holds a hold. He comes in and then he brings in a triple of his own. Very nice indeed. I am green. Going to be coming in here. Similar strategy to that of Pfizer. Coming in against this. This really is hurting my eyes, this base. Look at these walls. Russ is taking the time to make this just as a zebra base, I suppose we could call it. Queen Charge going to be coming through early on here from this right hand side. Looks like we're probably going to be using the invisibility spell. Nope, we're just going to let that RC do her thing. We're going to let her go to ability, clear out this right hand side compartment. Queen is going to continue doing some work. We did, I think, have a Headhunter in there. Lures out the CC here. So the Royal Champion is going to get taken down. Needs to be careful here because the Queen's about to deal. There we go. Gets the poison and the freeze down and the rage. So I Am Green certainly knows that CC can be lethal if left alone. But we get that poison down, we get that freeze down, and the queen can continue making her way through the base. We had not quite lured out all of the CC troops though, so we're going to see that super minion throw a couple of those shots at the queen. We're also going to have the eagle artillery raining down. Is that queen going to survive? Oh, that queen barely survived. She was one shot away from going down. She has to go to ability, and I Am Green, I'm not gonna lie, has pretty much already obliterated this base. The big issue here is that queen going to be able to survive long enough to try and take down some of these structures? She's going to go down right there. And now, where is this tornado trap? This is either going to triple or it's going to 1-star. There is no in between at this point. The 2-star I don't think is even an option. Where is Rusty's tornado? Have we already hit it? There's the tornado trap. We get that free spell down. We have 2 more freezies to drop. Where are these balloons going to go? They are going down. The Dragon Rider is on the Town Hall. The air defense is doing work. We have a load of Dragon Riders coming in from this left-hand side. We get that free spell down on the Town Hall. The remainder of the Dragon Riders are going to come on through. That was looking a little bit ominous there for a second. The poison though from the Town Hall is potentially going to be the difference here between a 3-star and a 2-star. I was saying this couldn't 2-star. How close is this going to be? We still have one Dragon Rider doing some work on this right hand side. The air defense is going to go down. Can this archer tower survive? No, it cannot. And that is going to be a triple coming in from I Am Green. We just, oh man, that was all over the place. It looked like a 3-star, then it was a 1-star, then it was maybe a 2-star. But I Am Green does just sneak that triple. For a second I thought Russ had held a 1-star defense, but he gets the job done. And it is going to be a dragon hit. We have 2 clone spells coming on through for this attack. A little bit of an unorthodox base. We have this Town Hall usually, which is dead center, now kind of pushed off towards this right hand side. Couple of sneaky goblins going to be going down. We get that super wall breaker in, wasting time at the moment. We're going to get those sneakies in to try and clear out the storage. They do indeed do so. Needs to be very careful here because we've lured out the CC. It looks like we're going to be trying to go for a safe Town Hall takedown. Knows there's not going to be any traps in that area, so can now spam those sneaky goblins. Has the invisibility spell, drops the invisibility spell. Oh, that is just placed correctly. And we get that Town Hall, but we had to commit 45 seconds to grab 7% and the 1-star on the board. How much time is Goblin Cleaver going to use on this attack? We need to be very, very careful. We're going to see those headhunters do a load of damage to our king really quickly in this attack. That king is getting melted. Wow, our king nearly has to go to ability already. We dropped down that poison of all... Maybe not the ideal placement there for the poison. We missed quite a few of those pups, but the queen's going to be coming in behind, tidying up. We have 1 minute 41 seconds to push a load of dragons and dragon riders through this base. Our Sui is going to need to try and do some work for us on this right hand side. Could do with grabbing both of these air defenses that are currently over towards this left hand section. We've got the Royal Champion. We have loads and loads of spells. Where is our blimp? It's going to be pushing through into the core. We're going to be using the double clone in the center of the base. Those balloons are going to be going haywire. They go here, there, and everywhere. We catch the tornado trap. Nothing ends up actually going in towards the tornado. Was that double clone worth it? We got a good split on those balloons. Time is going to be the factor here. That queen is going to continue doing some work over on this left hand side. We're going to have to force her ability there because she gets locked onto by this single target inferno. 1 free spell left in hand. Does Goblin Cleaver have enough left in the tank here to bring home this triple? Queen's going to go down on this left hand side. The unicorn is going to tank for these dragons as they make their way through. We have a freeze left in hand. Need to use it on this single target inferno to protect some of our troops. There's the RC ability going to be coming in. Are we going to freeze? Are we going to freeze? And where are we going to freeze? We freeze up the single target inferno. Who was I kidding? When was time ever going to be an issue? Goblin Cleaver comes in with a beautiful hit Really nice hit. He secures that Town Hall with the sneaky goblins. We see the double clone spell coming on through. Usually we see that towards the Town Hall, but we see it in the core of the base for the clone and the double multi-target Inferno. The dragons and the Dragon Riders rip through the back end. The king, the queen, smashing on the left. And that, oh baby, is a triple coming in there from Goblin Cleaver. Last hit coming in for Vendetta. He is going to be coming in with a Queen Charge Dragon Rider hit. Now, I don't think we're yet to see one of these fail. The Queen Charge Dragon Rider hits have all been triples so far. Is Vendetta going to continue on that triple streak? Joe is going to be up on defense. We deal with the... Is this Queen going to walk? Yeah. What? Alright, so it looks like we're actually going to be pushing the queen off to this right-hand side. We're then going to be wall breaking and dropping the king in. Now, the big, scary issue with that is in case these healers transfer over. Alright, we dropped down that rage spell there. The queen should be able to survive for a good amount of time through this right-hand side of the base. Here comes that king. Are we going to see the healers switch? Oh, that could be disaster if they do, but it looks like the healers are going to stick with the queen. The king is going to secure that Town Hall for the first star on the board here for Vendetta. Jump spell does go down pretty early there in the core of the base. That queen is getting hit. That queen is getting hit very hard indeed. But the rage spell is going to... Oh, I thought that rage spell was going to protect the queen, but she has to go to ability. We see the poison spell coming down after all of the CC troops have died, so maybe losing that queen ability there is going to be a little bit troublesome here for Vendetta. We're going to see another rage spell going down to try and keep this queen alive. We have an invisibility spell here for the back end, but the fact is that queen and king got so much value, the RC as well, that these Dragon Riders really don't have that much of the base to try and secure. There is the invisibility spell that's going to keep our Royal Champion and a couple of Dragon Riders alive here through to the back end. 1 minute left on the clock. That is going to be a triple coming in. There is no doubt in my mind. We have a load of Dragon Riders left up in this one. We actually see a couple of Sams pulling up at the end there. The queen is going to get stalled up on a wall. We only have one archer tower really towards the bottom section of the base that can try and defend this one. We actually catch the tornado trap, but I don't even think time is going to be an issue. We catch another Seeking Air Mine, but this Dragon Rider towards the bottom section of the base is going to tidy up the air defense. We see another red bomb doing some damage onto the healers. 3%, 26 seconds. That is a triple. Alright. So we know what has to be done. 13 stars on the board for Inquisition. 11 stars on the board for Brian Fan Club. A 3-star will secure them at anything less than a 3-star. And INQ win this war. And here we go. Russell is in with Zap Lalo. Zap Lalo. Alright. It's been a while since I've seen a Zap Lalo hit, but that's what Russ is going to be coming in with. Queen going to be coming in from this right hand side. Are we going to bring in an Ice Golem for this queen to protect her? Maybe? Or are we just going to let that queen go in by herself? Nope, we're going to let the queen go in by herself. We want to pop that ability as soon as we get onto the town hall. There's the ability pop. Make sure we get through that town hall nice and quickly. Queen for the town hall. I would say that's a good trade. She then takes down the Inferno Dragon before the Lava Hound. For once, we have a really smart queen. But the issue here is we've lured that Lava Hound. And the queen is going to pop it. Oh, we definitely didn't want those lava pups to be chasing around our Sui towards the 6 o'clock section of the base, but we do have a poison. It's going to get dropped right there. That poison is actually also going to help us get through the enemy queen. Down go those pups, and this poison is OP, getting us through those skeletons nice and quickly as well. Sui looking pretty strong at the moment. The king nearly survives long enough to deal with that Wizard Tower. The Yak is going to be able to step up, gets a couple of shots off. The RC is not going to be able to grab the Wizard Tower. Is that going to come back to bite Russ here on the back end? We'll just need to wait and see. The Stone Slammer deals with the Scatter Shot down towards the bottom section of the base. Remember, that multi-target Inferno in the core has already been dealt with, so we do not have that to worry about. This is looking good so far. We need to get the freezes down on the Scatter Shot. Down they go right there. We're going to haste everything up. These balloons are very, very clumped together. Not ideal, especially when you're coming in against a lot of splash towards the back end. Is that Wizard Tower going to end up causing some issues? Down goes the Stone Slammer. We can start getting our cleanup in from that top section of the base. 3 of these builder huts doing some work, but the balloons do actually get a little touch of splash damage, so they get through them nice and quickly. Needs to freeze either the air defense or the Wizard Tower. What's he going to freeze? It's going to be the Wizard Tower. Was that the right decision here for Russ? He's got 6% of the base to grab, and he has done it. Russ brings in that triple to secure this war for BFC. A beautiful Zap Lalo hit to finish off this war, getting the job done. 14-13. BFC absolutely turn up against Inquisition. Russ coming on through with a sexy triple to win the war here for Brian Fan Club. Wait, he hit with a level 1 Stone Slammer? You're joking. The level 1 Stone Slammer, let's go. Insane. And he brings in that triple. BFC secure the war. 14 stars to 13. How incredibly important was that time fail defense for Pfizer? Wow, that one came right down to the wire.